Maybe he's going to try for some sort of stop lurker? No. Flash spots this. These lurkers are not in a good position at all, and Hydra is forced to back off. He's probably going to burrow the lurkers up on top of the ramp. He'll be fine. Flash looks like he's pushing out with absolutely massive army here. All sorts of infantry. He's got a tank out. Hydra's forces are in full retreat. He needs to consolidate his army and plan for some sort of counteroffensive here, some sort of good surround. He's got 2 forces of lurkers, it looks like, and a force of mulelings. That should be enough. Ooh, his lurkers is getting caught there on the ramp. Flash picking off one of the lurkers. Hydra cannot afford to lose these 2 lurkers up here. I mean, just having 2 lurkers around is sort of enough of a threat to keep Flash a bit pinned in the middle here, but Flash's army is so big now. I mean, it is a massive Terran ball just in the middle of the map here. I'm not sure whether Hydra has enough forces to deal with this. Flash might be able to survive any sort of attempts to surround his army with this massive force, especially if Hydra's not careful, get his forces caught. This might be some stop lurker action here, but it's not going to matter with the science vessel in the air. Flash going, attacking these lurkers, and Hydra's other army caught out of position. All 5 lurkers die. That was a critical blow for Hydra there, not uniting his armies, and Flash is dividing and conquering. This is sort of danger of splitting your forces sometimes, but it is necessary to take on player of Flash's caliber. It looks like Hydra with these 2 lurkers trying to cut off Flash's reinforcements, not being very successful. Flash having learned from his mistakes about encirclement, and with an absolutely massive army, I don't think there's anything that Hydra can do about this. Hydra needs Swarm or something. Flash with great marine spray in the middle, he's going to be able to take out this army, I feel, without too much of a trouble. And it looks like Flash is backed off for now, but he has so many tanks. 4 tanks, it looks like. That is quite a few. Hydra looks like concentrating hard there, but he knows he's in a bit of trouble. He needs the filers out to deal with this army. Because Flash is going to push the front with the tanks, and he doesn't even have Sunkens up. He has the filers. He needs to have Consume Research. But does he have Consume? If he has Consume, he can live. If he doesn't have Consume, it's GG. Is Consume up or not? Consume up. Swarm, no. Okay, Consume is up. He needs a Swarm. Okay, that Swarm has just saved Hydra right there from annihilation. Good for him. Still, Flash with a Flash needs to be careful of these tanks and not lose them needlessly. Hydra with a force of lings, marauding in the middle of the map. Flash looks like will probably be forced to go for the 7 o'clock position, 5 o'clock position rather, with his massive army there. Hydra surely will be forced to cancel that expansion. He may try to hold it with his defilers. I'm not sure whether that would necessarily be wise. Flash does have a lot of mech marines. I think Hydra's going to have to cancel that hatchery. Flash still with some tanks. 5 tanks, it looks like, near Hydra's natural. Hydra needs to swarm on the ramp now. Ooh, Lurker Spine's killing all sorts of things. I don't know what Hydra is doing. He doesn't seem to be microing at all. That's because Flash is pushing at his natural with a whole bunch of tanks there, and finally a swarm coming in for Hydra. That's going to help save him. These Lings and Lurkers should be able to clean up Flash's assault force here. 5 o'clock position. However, Flash is putting significant pressure at Hydra's front. Hydra needs his Nidus goes down. He needs some more units there. Flash with a lot of medics, it looks like, getting caught a bit by these Lings here. Flash also with 2 vultures coming out. Hydra doesn't seem like he has too many units to respond to this attack. He doesn't need much to hold out. Handful of Lings and 2 Lurkers in that swarm, he can hold out definitely against almost anything. Vulture is coming in with Spider Mines. Spider Mines work under a swarm with their splash damage, I believe. And Hydra losing his Scourge, 4 Scourge. He cannot afford to lose those Scourge. Flash looks like he's pushing his Medic Marines in. Hydra has nothing. He's bringing some Lings rounding the back, but Flash has cleverly left the 2nd force of Medic Marines to wipe them out. The Flash is taking out Hydra's natural, and I fear with this is GG. Hydra just did not seem to have enough forces to deal with this, and I feel if he didn't lose those 5 Lurkers early on, those Lurkers that were unescorted with Lings, I think Hydra would be fine at this point, but he cannot afford those losses. It seems like Hydra, even with Swarm, cannot hold because he just doesn't have the units to deal with Flash's army. And Flash, absolutely massive army this game, choosing to go for early army production with the 4 barracks, and it's working out great for him. He's going to advance to finals, 3-0 it looks like, unless Hydra can do something miraculous at this point, but I don't think he's going to be able to because Flash is all over his main base. He's going to be able to wipe out the tech soon enough, and then he'll be forced to GG. And Hydra fighting as long as possible. Of course, this is the must-win game for him, but he has no choice but to GG. Flash advancing to the finals 3-0. Dominant display overall. I think games 1 and 3, Flash was in firm control. Well, I wouldn't say that. Game 1, he was in firm control. Game 3, after he lost his first 2 armies, he was fine. Hydra making one mistake with his lurkers getting caught by Flash's forces, and that was really something he could not afford to lose. So Flash is going to face off against Zero in the finals. The MSL finals, in fact. That'll be an exciting game to watch. Zero, very clever player, very creative. He should be able to give Flash he'll be a challenging opponent, I feel, for Flash. And of course, Flash will be the ultimate test, I feel, for Zero. If he can win the MSL, he will have beaten some of the best of all times, and there will be no question that he is a champion. And Flash trying to tie Nada here for his number of titles. So, good series in the semifinals. Thank you for watching.
내가 준비한 경기 운영을 이길 만한 적은 없다. 어차피 상성 종족이다라는 확실한 자신감을 지금 가지고 있었던 것 같습니다. 너무나도 압도적인 경기력, 위기가